Volvo XC90's arrived. I've left the office. It's about 12 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I'm going to go pick the family up and we are going to Stanford for the weekend. Not a bad car to be doing that in. Volvo's packed, kids are nearly packed, and off we go.
I got my new lightsaber!
Headed to Stanford, couple of hours drive. This one can't wait till we get there. I have to say though, this XC90 is a really comfortable drive. So we got to Stanford last night and woke up this morning. I wanted to get up early. There's a really cool viewpoint and I wanted to do a sunrise time lapse, which was made impossible by the fact that there was no sunrise. It's cloudy and raining, and it's not cold, just cloudy and raining. So I thought I'd go for a drive and explore a little bit anyway. And this afternoon there's a really cool brewery up the road. We're going to go there and they do some cool blonde ales. We'll try some of that. So driving here yesterday on the XC90, I tested this back in, I think it was September, October. I was super impressed with it. It was a really good car and I wanted to see what the Q7 was like though. So in November I tested the Q7 and I took that up to Neisner. And the Q7 on the open road to Neisner was incredible. It was just, the amount of tech and luxury and cruising was fantastic. So this week with a little road trip, I thought it would be a good time to test the XC90 again. And on the open road, long distance cruising, this car is phenomenal. It's just so quiet and such an easy drive. Between the cruise control and the automatic braking if there's a vehicle in front of you, it just is spectacular. The kids are comfortable in the back. You have a boot the size of a small country. There's so much to love about this XC90. It's won award after award after award, and I believe recently won the US Car of the Year. Ow. Which I totally understand. The one problem with this particular model and the way they've spec'd it is the low profile tires. They are rubbish off-road. So apparently you need a license to get in here, and I think this goes down to Walker Bay. I'm looking to go up. There's got to be somewhere nearby that'll take me up. I want to sort of view from the top. Let's go looking. So I'm driving on a dirt road in the rain. This Volvo is going to get so filthy. That's so cool. Nowhere near any kind of terrain where the all-wheel drive system will be of any use. This is looking a little more promising. Mountains back there. And I've gone up quite a bit, so pretty sure I'll get a good view here somewhere. Of course, all this hunting for a good view and then not getting a good time lapse. Oh look, ha, found it. So it turns out there's actually a thing called a lookout point up here. Locked. 8 Kykpunt. Lookout point. You kind of have this layer of cloud, not on top of the mountain, kind of sits in the mountain. And you're so far away from civilization. This is like eerily beautiful. This might just work. Might just work. How's that for a view? This thing says I'm 21 meters above sea level. 21? Here's here's pretty much how this went down. I drove the XC90 and I was really impressed with it. Then I drove the Q7 and I was at the time even more impressed with that. And I thought the XC90 is good, but the Q7 is better. And now that I'm testing the XC90 again, I'm not so sure I think the Q7 is better anymore. I suppose you need to kind of have them side by side, back to back. XC90 is such an incredibly good car. The one thing I will say that I do prefer on the Q7 is that it's got a 3-litre diesel engine. I prefer that over a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine. And that's just personal preference. It's not saying one is better than the other. Fuel economy on both of them is about the same. Power is about the same. The XC90 doesn't feel sluggish, not even a little bit. They both have pretty much the same setup inside. Behind the steering wheel, there's like an all digital dash. The center console controls everything. So it's quite a tough little comparison between the XC90 and the Q7. It's really, I suppose, comes down to, do you prefer Volvo, do you prefer Audi? Prefer the look of the Volvo, do you prefer the look of the Audi? Somebody saw the Volvo yesterday and really didn't like the look of the front. I pondered that for 3 seconds and then told them to get lost. It looks fantastic. How can you not like that? The wheels on the Volvo look really great. On an SUV like this, you probably don't want 35mm profile tires. Those rims must be really expensive as well. So one of the cool features in the XC90, one of the many, is the way the car starts. It's got a little button, check this out. This thing doesn't press or anything. If you want to start it, you put the foot on the brake, you click it to the right, and the car starts. That's actually quite a cool idea. I like that. So this is what I mean about the digital display. That whole thing is digital, so you can pop over to nav. There's a whole menu that pops up. This console is pretty cool. It gets a lot of fingerprints on it, but if you scroll left and right, there's all your settings. You can set up Bluetooth devices, you can see drive stats. There's a pull down menu. It's a fully integrated, really responsive touch screen that just gets very dirty. And that's where you control everything from. So besides the volume control button below the screen, there's nothing else to it. Family's gone canoeing. I'm gonna go see if I can find them. And I really want to get to the brewery. Of course, beer, right?